Hello everyone, this is Vicki Verley. Thank you so much for joining me for your monthly tarot scopes. These monthly mini readings offer a glimpse into what it's really like to have a personal consultation with me. A private reading is much more personal and in-depth. I psychically tune into your energy and get visions and impressions that are specific only to you. If you would like to order a personal reading from me, or check out some of the other products and services that I offer, you can do so by checking out the link below. And now, without further ado, on to the reading.
Gemini.
Hi Gemini. Welcome to your April of 2015 Tarot Scope and Animal Totem reading for April of 2015. Here we go, Gemini. Oh, what is that? This is going here, and this comes down here, and we need two more for Gemini. Okay, well, you know, it looks like some of you are going to get some kind of a reward, or I said reward, but I was trying to say awarded some kind of legal thing here. Look, the decision has been made. It's going to be made, and some of you might be getting, like, I want to say, a lump sum of money, and through justice, through some kind of legal thing. So if any of you have some kind of court case pending, excuse me, or you're expecting some kind of money payout, that could very well be coming down the pike here in April for you guys. The other thing this could be is maybe you're going to sign a contract. I feel like there's benefit. Well, justice is upright, so there is benefit from it. Maybe you're going to sign a lease or sign a contract or get some contract work or win a court case or win custody. Justice upright always is, justice is going in your favor. And it also can be karmic justice, all right? So in some cases, like justice is done, like we're even. Or, you know, if it's a negative thing, you could say justice is done, will be done, they'll be getting theirs, you know, they'll get their retribution. But anyway, so that looks really nice up there. And it is based on some decision. A decision is coming down here, which is going to give you some more money and through justice. So that looks really nice. I also like Wheel of Fortune. So for some of you too, it could just be somebody could win some money with this configuration. So I believe if you win like big money at a lottery or whatever over a certain amount, you do have to file, you know, papers, or there's some kind of stuff that goes on like that. So it could be like that, or, you know, even in a surprise inheritance, you know, from a will or an estate. You know, it could be like that. But Wheel, other than being, Wheel of Fortune is, you know, can relate to gambling, especially when it shows up like over here or with justice. But Wheel can also just be being in the right place at the right time. You know, just things are just in sync, syncing up, and it's just rolling along here. If something's too much work, then it's not worth doing. That's another thing I'm getting here. There's the Three of Pentacles here and this stuff. This is telling me like say you were looking for a house, but if it's going to be a fixer-upper that's going to be a lot of work on your part, then it's probably not worth it. Or say you have a great idea for something, an app or whatever, but if it's going to be like months and months of work, it's not worth it. Right now with the Wheel, and I just feel like you have to go with the things that are going to flow quickly and work quickly. If there's too much resistance, then it's probably not the right thing and not worth doing for you. I feel like with this money also too, there could come some people, you know, coming out of the woodwork. All of a sudden, everybody coming down the pike here trying to get their piece of the pie, in other words. And there definitely is this High Priestess in reverse over here. High Priestess in reverse is known as the Ruthless Woman. And there is an element of disguise about it, because she wears the veil. She doesn't in this card, but the High Priestess typically has a veil, meaning there's something hidden. Upright, it's cool. It's like into intuition and going within and revealing into the unknown and all that sort of stuff. But in reverse, it's like the Ruthless Woman, someone who's plotting and scheming, someone who smiles to your face and turns around. That song, The Backstabbers, just came into my head. They smile in your face. Oh, what's the words? The backstabbers. Well, look it up. Look up the lyrics to The Backstabbers. They smile onto your face as that line, but really they're, you know, they have ulterior motives. And I think it's this money that you're going to get or whatever. Also, I feel like a lot of people are going to be in your ear. Well, you got this money, so here's what you should do. You know, they've got it all spent and plotted out what you're supposed to do. Or you got this new job. Here's what you should do. You got to be to thine own self be true. Okay, and this is you down here. Knight of Swords. Whether you're male or female, I feel like this is you. This is the air sign person. And I feel like it could be a little frustrating because I feel like these are other people fighting, you know, wanting to get a piece of it, wanting to, and I want to say to some extent you don't know who you can trust with this High Priestess in reverse. So be careful. Just be careful. You know, Hermit. Both of these cards too are about waiting, rushing, you know, stopping, not rushing rather, pausing, waiting, reflecting. And if somebody, you want to wait and somebody's like pushing you, then you know for sure they have ulterior motives, right? Another thing that shows up down here is the Lovers. So I really like that card. The Lovers is falling in love, most cases. Finding somebody, you know, finding somebody who is really true and really loves you and is not after you for either money or what you can do for them. Hey, sorry about that, Gemini. I ran out of juice on my battery. Let me just line this up a little better. There we go. Yeah, but so sometimes it's like people want to use this, because this is what's, I keep saying that, because that High Priestess in reverse. But honestly, it's kind of on the peripheral. It's kind of on the outer thing here. This is a good thing. This is nothing to be upset or worried about here. So this is good things. Some of you, I mean, when I was changing the battery, I looked over at the spread. You know, some of you might be worried about how am I going to pay some kind of bill or maybe your text bill. But then the wheel would say that it'll just show up, or it'll just work out, or things are somehow just going to work out for you on that front. So that is very positive. And many of you are going to be falling in love. And the Lovers, this stuff down here is kind of iffy, kind of struggly, but the Lovers upright is a real nice thing that just pops out and is like a bright spot there, you know. So many of you are going to be in love. Wheel of Fortune is a change of fate, fortuna, things looking up, things going in your way for change. You know, when you've been down, the wheel is down. When the wheel turns up, things kind of are looking up. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get your animal totem here, Gemini. The cards are done, but I don't have them in my hand because I have to wait for the test print. Here it is. Ooh, rat. All right, stay tuned. I'll be right back with the interpretation. Rat, see? Okay, Gemini, here's your animal totem for April. It's the rat. Sneaking, slinking, hiding, stealing. Fear, lack, hoarding, squalor, surviving in harsh environments, releasing what no longer serves you. Yeah, the rats, they're very adaptable, and I've got him entering in this pipe, and it's kind of like this crazy swirling thing, and they move around at night, and they're little thieves in the night. There's lots more information, and I encourage you to definitely look into it more if you're intrigued by this. Also, you know, I love hearing in the comments when you guys get confirmation and see, hopefully you won't be seeing an actual rat, but you know, if you see a picture of a rat or a cartoon or anything, those are all relevant. Those are all animals speaking to us. I wanted to show everybody, this is going to be the back of the card, the other side of it, and this was going to be the box, but it's going to be like a title card, and I'm calling it the Beast Mistress Animal Oracle cards, because that was like a little thing that when my family's bar, they used to call me that, because I tried to explain to them about animal totems and stuff. And it was a little joke going around for a while. They were all calling me the Beast Mistress. So I just felt like I wanted to name this deck that this is volume 1. I feel like we're going to have at least a volume 2 and possibly a volume 3. Not right away. I actually need a little break from it right now. But I'm going to put a link to a funny video of some of the guys from the jam band teasing me about the Beast Mistress one night, doing their little invocation. So yeah, so, and if you do really, there's plenty of information online if you want to look up this rat even further. But also, you know, if you want to get an actual book, because I don't have a book with this at this time, the meanings are on the cards. You might want to look up Ted Andrews' Animal Speak. Another thing about these cards, was my intention that there would be other things here. So it's not just about looking at the card, reading it, and looking it up. If you when they come out, you have to look at it. And there's other things. It was my intention to awaken your psychic stuff on this and trigger things. And there's shapes and there's different things. And I'm already seeing stuff there. I had no specific intention to like make secret pictures in the background or anything. But I just put it in my intention. I want it to be like how I read the tarot, where you look at the image and it triggers things and what stands out to you and things like that. So there's a lot of that in this card, and I can't wait to start working with them on a regular basis and actually have them in my hand, because I feel like I'm going to be uncovering a lot of things. And that's why I held off on writing the book too until a later time, when I have at least 2 or 3 volumes out. Then I may actually write a book. Yeah, and also so scratch your totem, but also, you know, you guys, if you get confirmation, leave it in the comments. I love reading that stuff, and it could happen in the most unlikely places. It might be, you know, people said they've seen them on banner ads or on the subway. I've heard one person said they saw a subway billboard. So it could come everywhere. It's not always that you're going to actually see the animals. Okay, so scratch your totem for this month. I'll talk to you soon. Okay, everyone, before we go, be sure to check out my book, Tarot in the Modern World. If you're watching this video to learn how to read tarot, well, this Tarot in the Modern World would probably be, you know, the companion guide. It's very reasonably priced and very easy to understand. It's available on Amazon. If you go to my main page over here, my main channel, and you go under the About section, well, this is my main channel. Go back to Home. You can see I have other channels there, but also if you go into the About section, you can find everything. You can find out how to order a reading. It's the second thing down, the prints, all the stuff, how to make a donation. And if you enjoy these free readings, you know, please don't hesitate to make a donation. I want to thank everybody who has been donating, because it really is awesome and it really makes it worthwhile to do these free readings. But you can also see some of my other channels, which is the VV Creative Shorts, which is all my keyboard stuff and music stuff and some arts and crafts. But I've been a keyboard player for many, many years, hence the rock and roll part of the Rock and Roll Prophetess. And I also have my Learning Songs for Kids. It's just Vicky Verley. It's my original YouTube channel. It has a ton of kids stuff, so if you or anybody you know has small children in your life, you might want to check that out. On the Tapestry of Life Mandalas page, if you go, that's where all the ordering is. But there's also these mandalas, you know, and it's based on your chart. I know a lot of people really like these mandalas, but they're kind of expensive. And they're expensive because, you know, they take many, many hours to make. They're made from your chart. So for a long time, I've been trying to think of how I could offer it in a less expensive way. I thought I might run charts for like the Dalai Lama or spiritual masters and offer those as prints for everybody. But what I finally decided to do, I've joined Fine Art America, and you can find a link to that on my main thing. And I've been starting to create these mandalas. They're going to be a series, which I believe will be a deck. These are the universal mandalas, and they're meant to tap into your collective unconscious. This one is the first in the series, and it's called The Forgotten Knowledge. I'm so stoked to get working on these. This is what I really, really want to do, because I'm just so drawn to it. I had to finish up that Animal Totem deck first, though, and now that that's finished, I'm going to be moving on to this. So if you like this, you can order a print for as low as $22. Fine Art America is a very reputable print on demand, and they do a high quality, really nice job on everything. So if you like it, you know, you can check that out too. Again, it's all available on my main YouTube channel under the About section. You can find everything. I want to thank you all for donating and commenting and liking and sharing my videos and Google Plusing and all the things that you guys have been doing. I really, really appreciate all your support. Any donation is highly appreciated. Be sure to check out my books and my art and my other stuff. Even if you can't make a donation, maybe you would like to purchase some of my work, and of course order a reading. You know, that's another option. I am going to be coming up with another kind of video reading. I'll be announcing it soon. I wasn't able to get it together in time for this, but I am going to be coming up with a little private video reading thing, more dealing with past lives. I'll be announcing it soon, and be on the lookout for the Animal Totem cards. I will be announcing it in a little video as soon as I have the deck in my hand and they're available for sale. As I said, you know, I really put a lot of work into these, and I made the Animal Totem deck with the intention of it speaking to your subconscious mind. So it's more than just merely a deck that you look up the definition and that's the end of it. You look at these cards, you're going to get stuff, and it did work, because I'm already seeing things in these cards. So, and that was my intention. I wanted it to be like that, to kind of get your psychic juices going, you know, and kickstart your intuition, if you will. Okay, so remember that you are love and beauty incarnate, and I'll talk to you soon.